Every year, the world watches Japan hold its place as one of the longest-living nations on the planet, and the question keeps returning like a tide. How does a country known for crowded trains, long workdays, and chilly winters manage to defy global trends and maintain such extraordinary vitality? Many imagine a secret locked inside high-tech hospitals, or picture citizens driven by a fear of age and death. Others whisper about mystical herbs or cutting-edge wellness formulas. Yet the truth is far more grounded, far more ordinary, and far more powerful than anything sold in luxury health stores. During a recent academic visit that focused closely on everyday life, one insight rose above the rest. The real foundation of Japanese longevity is not a miracle, not a medical breakthrough, not a powerful pill. It is something that happens quietly in homes, dining halls, and neighborhood eateries. The secret is hidden in plain sight, woven into the simplest human act. It lives inside the daily meal. The first pillar of this quiet strength lies in the widespread use of fermented foods. In Japan, fermented dishes are not rare delicacies or gourmet curiosities. They are humble companions to nearly every meal. A bowl of warm miso broth in the morning, pickled vegetables adding a sharp and satisfying contrast at midday, sticky fermented soybeans bringing their unmistakable aroma to breakfast, naturally brewed soy sauce enriching evening dishes. These foods appear again and again in ways so natural that most locals barely think about them. This habit formed partly out of necessity. Fresh vegetables in Japan can be expensive, and even when available, the variety shifts with the seasons. Fermentation became a way for families to ensure there was always something nourishing on the table. Fermented foods carry thriving communities of beneficial bacteria that work like tiny healers inside the body. They help digestion, balance the internal environment, and strengthen the immune system. What makes this even more remarkable is that many of these fermentation methods trace their roots back to ancient China. Pickled radishes, fermented soybeans, early forms of soy sauce, traditional vinegars. While these traditions faded in some regions of their birthplace, Japan safeguarded them, refined them, and turned them into daily health allies. The next pillar stands just as strong. Soy-based foods form a deep and dependable part of the Japanese diet. Walk through any local store and entire shelves shine with blocks of tofu, bottles of soy milk, packs of fermented beans, and tubs of miso paste. Soy is not there because of trends or advertising. It is there because it works. Plant protein from soy has a unique ability to work alongside animal protein. If animal protein forms the solid beams that hold up the structure of the body, soy fills the remaining space like bricks and stone, creating a balance that supports long-term strength. This balanced approach mirrors the wisdom of ancient Chinese food philosophy that treated soy as a cornerstone of nourishment. While many people in other countries avoid soy due to confusion or marketing myths, Japan embraces it from morning until night. A bit of fermented soy with breakfast, a comforting scoop of miso at midday, cubes of tofu simmered in the evening meal. This quiet pattern builds resilience day by day. Another insight reveals itself once you pay attention to flavor and temperature. Many outsiders imagine the Japanese table filled with cold fish and chilled dishes. Yet the real picture is quite different. Japan holds a deep appreciation for warming foods, particularly ginger. Ginger winds through countless corners of daily cuisine. It simmers in broths. It blends into teas on cold mornings. It appears shaved over rice, mixed into sauces, and infused into warm drinks. Even convenience stores and pharmacies sell ginger candies that offer both flavor and health. Why such devotion to one humble root? Because warming ingredients help the body maintain internal balance. They support circulation, help digestion stay strong, and counteract the kind of deep cold that can undermine vitality in winter months. This approach comes straight from ancient East Asian medical philosophy, which teaches that internal harmony is essential for long life. Japan has kept that wisdom alive, and it shows in the way food gently supports the body from within. Seasonal eating adds another layer of understanding. In many parts of the world, people can buy strawberries in winter or tomatoes in deep autumn, thanks to greenhouse farming and global transport. Japan, however, continues to honor the natural rhythm of the year. People choose cucumbers, tomatoes, and melons only during the warm season when they thrive naturally. They turn to hardy root vegetables when the air turns cold. In spring they celebrate the arrival of tender bamboo shoots and the first mountain vegetables, waiting patiently for their moment rather than forcing nature to bend. This practice echoes a very old Chinese system of seasonal eating, guided by the shifting energy of the year. Seasonal foods are considered more flavorful, more nutritious, and more aligned with what the body needs at that moment. By respecting these rhythms, Japan keeps the diet in tune with the environment, allowing nature itself to support human health. A deeper foundation begins much earlier. Japan teaches children about food long before they grow old enough to make harmful choices. In preschools and elementary classrooms, children learn how to enjoy whole foods, simple vegetables, natural flavors, and balanced meals. They learn the difference between real nourishment and empty indulgence. They develop taste buds that appreciate soups, grains, and vegetables before sugary snacks can reshape their cravings. This early guidance builds habits that last a lifetime. While many countries attempt to correct unhealthy patterns in adulthood, Japan gently prevents those habits from forming in the first place. Physical movement also plays a subtle but significant role. Japan is often imagined as a nation of disciplined fitness routines, but most people live busy, often sedentary lives. The difference lies in how movement is woven naturally into everyday activity. The bicycle is a perfect example. In neighborhoods where cars create more problems than solutions, and where streets are narrow and busy, bicycles become an extension of the body. People pedal to work, to school, to shops, to social gatherings. There is no need to schedule exercise when daily life already provides it. This steady, low-intensity movement accumulates quietly, supporting metabolism, cardiovascular health, and overall vitality without grand effort. Mental and emotional well-being form the final thread. Japan preserves seasonal traditions that encourage people to step outside, breathe fresh air, and reconnect with the natural world. Families gather under cherry blossoms as soft petals drift through the air. Friends sit together under the autumn moon, sharing snacks in a peaceful atmosphere. Communities hold small rituals that mark the passing of each season. These moments create calm, connection, and reflection. They reduce stress, nurture the spirit, and remind people that life itself moves in gentle cycles, not constant acceleration. When all these practices are woven together, a clear picture appears. The longevity of Japan is not created by miracles or extreme discipline. It rises from daily choices rooted in tradition, balance, and harmony with nature. Much of this wisdom was inherited from ancient Chinese culture, Yet Japan has preserved and lived it with remarkable consistency while other nations rush toward modern convenience. The lesson for the rest of the world is both simple and powerful. Long life may not require complicated systems or expensive solutions. It may instead be found in the humble acts of cooking, eating, moving, and observing the seasons. It may come from remembering what humanity knew long ago. Health grows from everyday choices, repeated with patience and respect. Thank you for watching. If you find value in these deep explorations of real-world health and hidden wisdom, remember to like, share, and follow. More powerful stories are on the way.